E aí galera, tô chegando aí pra começar, né, nossa jornada, continuar nossa jornada em Bound by Flame. A gente parou aqui no episódio anterior, e daqui vamos continuar. Olha aí, missão secundária pra caramba. Já vamos lá, já vamos começar com a ação. Espera aí, só deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Tá, beleza. Vamos lá. Posso falar com ele aqui?
How can I help you, mercenary? I'll be going now.
Que estranho, não dá pra dar ordem. Não dá pra ordenar nada pra ele. Achamos um treco. Ouro. Tá, a missão tá ali. Vamos nela. O que esse cara tá fazendo aqui? Sentinela.
Greetings, mercenary. I hope you're here to help us defeat the Deadwalkers. Be careful. There are many Deadwalkers out there.
Será?
Nothing to report.
Tem alguma coisa errada. Essa porcaria tá aqui. Falar com o Búfalo.
Hey, Buffalo. I see nobody's managed to kill you yet.
Not before I've seen you blown up by one of your toys.
How's the company doing?
If you were to spend less time hanging around with your new friends, you'd know. It's not wine and roses. Already there weren't many of us, and now it looks like our only hope of success in this goddamn war is lying over there, colder than my granny's tomb. We can't last too long in this situation. The captain has to decide to make a move.
I reckon the Deadwalker army will find us before we have the chance to desert.
Teve tempo para falar com os soldados humanos.
Have you had time to talk to the human soldiers?
Yes, but they didn't say much. I don't think they trust us, or the Red Scribes, or anyone for that matter. They were just as stupid as we were. They thought they were going to join up with a great army to be safe. As you can imagine, they're a little disappointed.
Do you think they'll stay?
I don't think they're in any mood to fight. Once they've seen to their wounded, they'll be out of here the first chance they get.
What do you think happened here?
That we are no more than fucking insects to those bastard Ice Lords. Just one of them was able to wipe out this city with magic. We have no choice if we follow the rules. We have to find another way. Maybe your little flame problem could be a solution.
For now, we know nothing.
Tell you what, if you save our asses, I'll buy a round of drinks every day for the rest of my life.
I knew I needed some kind of motivation.
Beleza.
I'm going.
O Búfalo é um cara massa, hein? Esse aqui também. Esse é dos meus. Honra acima de tudo.
The Knight knows this region well. He came here once before while he was protecting a delegation from the Alliance on their way to visit with the King of the Elves. He would like to reconnoiter the area. He thinks he can find things that would be of great use to his friend.
Vai, pode ir, rapaz.
If you think you can find something useful, go ahead. But remember, the position of the camp must stay secret, and try to come back in one piece.
Isso aí, confio nesse Randall. Capitão.
What is it, Vulcan?
I wanted to ask you. The Blades who were in the city, do you think they made it?
I hope so. I really hope so. After all, they shouldn't have been taking part in the battle. With a bit of luck, they weren't in the front lines when the ice wave struck. Generally, the Ice Lords don't kill those they capture. They like to keep their prisoners close by. Let's hope that our lads are amongst them, and maybe we can free them.
The Blades who were in the city, do you think they made it?
I hope so. I really hope so. After all, they shouldn't have been taking part in the battle. With a bit of luck, they weren't in the front lines when the ice wave struck. Generally, the Ice Lords don't kill those they capture. They like to keep their prisoners close by. Let's hope that our lads are amongst them, and maybe we can free them.
What do you think of this situation?
The same as I always thought. That all of this fuss has made absolutely no difference. We are in the shite, and the only sensible thing to do is get the hell out of here as quick as possible.
You don't think we have any chance of winning?
How can you ask yourself that question, standing in front of this devastation? Either you're blind or stupid. Good gods, a whole army was decimated in the blink of an eye.
Do you know Carolthas?
I came here a long time ago, at the beginning of the war. We hoped at the time that the elves would help us. I was soon disavowed of that little fantasy. There they were, all safe and sound in their city, totally disinterested in taking any risk for any other races. I didn't stay long. When I learned that there was a battle brewing, and that the last of the human armies were gathering here, I sent a couple of our lads hoping to recruit some good men.
Let's change the subject. I have to go.
Valeu, capitão, valeu. Esse cara aqui.
Huh. If I knew how messed up everything was gonna be. You know what a pain in the ass it was hauling my cart here?
I bet. But we're lucky you followed us. We could do with a good smith.
Yeah, well, seeing what's left of the village, it's not like I had a choice. And with you around, business is better than ever. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Vamos ver o que ele tem pra vender, né? Que a gente tá precisando de armas novas aí.
Let me see what you've made this time.
Leona. Bom. Um a mais. Fatalidade. Ah, a gente tem 700 de dinheiro. É boa essa aí, hein? Essa aqui. Olha só, essa aqui eu gostei, hein? É boa. Cegadora. 16 também. Olha lá. Velocidade de ataque 50%. O que mais? É fatalidade. Essa aqui. Lágrima de dragão. Essa aqui tá cara. Mas é 21, olha só. 21. 75%. Saúde máxima mais 5. É muito boa. Agonia. 579. Bom. O que ele tem aqui? Ah não, essas aqui são as minhas coisas. Não. Olha só. Ele tem muita coisa. Bom. Mas vamos assim, né? Nós somos macaco velho. E tu?
I wish I could go out on a recon, but the captain says I have to stay here.
Então fica aí. Não sai daqui.
I wish I could go out on a recon, but the captain says I have to stay here.
Não sai daí, cara. E tu, o que eu faço contigo? O que eu faço contigo?
Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I do for you?
Vamos ver, vamos investigar. Vamos investigar ela. Eu gostaria de fazer algumas perguntas.
I would like to ask you a few questions.
Cara, essa aqui ó que eu vou pôr.
What happened at Carolthas? Have you ever seen that before?
Wait until your enemies have gathered and then take them by surprise using magic. The attack on this city bears the mark of Black Frost. To cast a spell capable of freezing a river, he would have to be here in person. It's possible that he's still in the area. He could be your key to the World Heart. Find him and eliminate him, and the door to your goal will open.
Tu que é ela? Eu acho que é essa aí, hein? Vamos ver o que ela vai sugerir.
We're going to try to take back the town. Any suggestions?
Yes, of course. You'll need to locate a unicorn, a few leprechauns, and perhaps a fairy or two. They are your last, best hope for retaking the town.
So you're saying it's impossible?
You catch on quickly. The might of the entire elven army was swept away in a few minutes. The red scribes and freeborn blades are only a few dozen strong. Be realistic. Your allies are disintegrating. You'd be better off fleeing this place.
And then what? Wait for the war to be lost? Put off dying another month or two until the Deadwalker army finds us?
You could hide yourself and learn how to control your demon. I could help you and speed your progress.
Não vou deixar ninguém morrer, não. Não confio, não. Nem conversa. Não penso deixar ninguém morrer.
No way. I'm not gonna leave the others to die.
This incomprehensible affection for lost causes is going to be the death of you one day. But you could learn a few things in combat, I suppose.
Não tem frio com essa roupa?
Aren't you cold like that?
Is that your polite way of suggesting I'm indecently dressed?
É, tô preocupado com a tua saúde.
I was simply concerned about your health.
Oh, how touching. But after having spent nights on end, trapped in a cage in the middle of the swamps, I can assure you that catching a cold is not highest on the list of things I worry about.
O que ela sabe, será?
I always hear people talking about the World Heart. What exactly is it?
First, forget all the children's stories about a friendly force for good, or its mythical dimension. The World Heart is very real. It is above all a source of power. It is from there that magic comes, as well as certain energies necessary for the proper functioning of our world. These energies can be captured and used. That is what magicians do. In their own way, each draws his power from the World Heart.
The demon insists we must purify it. That mean anything to you?
It's a good bet it is referring indirectly to the Ice Lords. As you know, those magicians have access to immeasurable power. This power has an origin and a cost. They drew it from the World Heart with a veracity that is truly limitless. Each of the Ice Lord's palaces has a portal linking it to the source. Imagine leeches sucking away endlessly on the energy which feeds them. To purify it, you'd have to rid the World Heart of all those leeches.
So all we have to do is go to this place nobody knows and clean out the all-powerful magical parasites. Sounds like a plan to me. Thanks.
É, valeu. Ah, mentirosa. Mente muito. Até parece que é verdade o que ela falou ali. O que tem aqui?
I have nothing to say to you, mercenary. You want to follow these gutless elves? That's your choice, not ours. Now leave us!
É, vocês vão ver o de vocês. Eu já tô desconfiado aí. Eu já tô desconfiado.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Tá.
See you later.
Ah. Era aqui?
Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
I brought you a few stones I found.
Thank you. I'm sure it doesn't seem all that important to you, but all the elven people are in your debt.
I'll leave you here.
Bom, agora a gente tem que ir pra lá. Como assim? Agora tem a missão ali, fica ali também. Olha só. E tu?
Good day, even if the expression isn't necessarily appropriate. Can I help you?
Show me what you have to sell.
Alas, not much. I'm missing so much equipment, but have a look. You might find something you like.
Olha só as armas que ele tem aqui. Cimitarra élfica. Tenho vontade de comprar, mas vou ficar com as que eu tenho, não vou fazer nada.
Well, well.
I have some... Can you tell me more about the battle?
Battle? I don't really think you could call it that. We got wiped off the field. A defeat they'll be singing about in 1,000 years, if there's still anyone left to sing. Just when our troops were getting ready to take the Deadwalkers' assault, that monster Blackfrost appeared at their head. And in a flash, the Estelduin left its banks and came down on the city, then froze most of our troops under these huge blocks of ice. Not many survived, and our city, well, you can see for yourself.
How did you manage to survive?
I guess that's the advantage of being a smith. The fireplaces protected me, and I had the time to escape before the undead showed up. Without my equipment, unfortunately.
Do you know the prince personally?
I've done business with His Highness, yes, but I wouldn't say I really know him. I was honored enough to forge the first suit of armor that the king gave him. But I guess you're not really interested in the past. I can tell you that he hasn't let up since the war started. Several times after he came back to Carlthus, I've repaired his equipment, and from what I've seen, he must have been in the thick of things. I suppose he's our ruler now, as his father, may his soul reach the duel, is dead.
What can you tell me about the king?
What do you want to know? He was lost in the battle, unfortunately. He was a great king, wise and cautious. Maybe too much so if you can believe what's happening to us these days. I guess that despite everything, we should be grateful to him that we are the last to fall.
Where's the elven army?
Army? What army? Our forces were decimated by the ice, and more died after that, killed by the undead or by despair. As for those who are still here, their equipment is battered, and I can't do a thing. What can an army hope to do like that?
Do you know Relmar?
Do I know him? He's a legend for us. His repute has grown since this war began. But to be honest, it wasn't always this way. He robbed so many convoys and carts, every craftsman and merchant hated him, including me. But how can we keep hating him now? In the end, he was right.
Beleza, valeu.
Let's talk about something else.
Vamos
I'll be
largar.
going now.
Tá difícil me locomover aqui. Seus sentinelas.
Nothing to report.
Olha só, tem as missões secundárias ali, mas que estranho.
Nothing to report.
Tá, e agora? A outra é ali. Tem algo errado? Ué? Tá estranho isso aqui. Eu vou dar a volta. Vamos dar a volta lá pro outro lado. Tá, aqui tem uma passagem, ó. Mas eu vou chegar aqui. Eu não tô entendendo. Vamos explorar então. Vamos olhar nesse caminho aqui. Aí tem coisa. Isso, vem pra cá. Deixa esses bangô aí. Esse aqui não adianta. Vamos lá. Pronto. Eu dei uma mexida, galera, aí na webcam. Coloquei um pouco mais pra cima. Vamos dar uma olhada em tudo isso aqui agora. Tá. Essa aí eu já.
The Deadwalkers have sent out several patrols on this road. Stay alert.
Tá. Estão por aqui. Tem esta. Aí eu vou descer, né? Eu acho que é aqui, ó. Vamos lá, cuidado. Achei um acero aí, ó. Coisa boa. Ali já tem uns negócios.
We got a problem.
Trying to force our way through would be a terrible error. We would alert the whole city.
We have to find another way.
Olha só. Ué, o que tem aqui?
Now I've seen everything. The Deadwalkers kicking each other's asses.
I beg your pardon?
What? This one talks. What the hell are you, a lich? A zombie scribe?
We've only known one another a few seconds, and already you insult me. Charming, I must say.
If you aren't one of them, then what are you?
I am an immortal superior spirit. And you?
So you're an Ice Lord. I thought you'd be taller or something.
I have absolutely no involvement with that bunch of cheapskate conjurers, and I would never humiliate myself by working for them, since that's what you seem to be suggesting.
Yeah? Rotting flesh, sticking out bones? You sure as hell look like a damn Deadwalker to me.
Tut tut. Did no one ever tell you not to judge a book by its cover? It's true that you're young, but use your wits. Would I be fighting my own troops if what you suggest were the truth?
All I can be sure of is that you're not really alive, and that makes you my enemy. And what's more, you're in my way.
Tá aí, ó, o esqueleto lá do One Piece. O que ele tá fazendo, meu? Esse cara é massa. Eu gosto desse cara ali. É engraçado esse cara aqui. Vai lutar com essa coisinha aí, não vai dar certo. Olha isso aí, meu, tu vai lutar assim?
Enough! I yield. This rotting body will not survive more punishment. In all my 6,000 years, I have never witnessed such power. You seem to be as unique a being as I am. What is the source of your power? What are you?
Criei uma nova forma de magia. Tem um demônio dentro. Não sei. Vamos falar a verdade pra ele, né?
There's a demon inside me. A creature of flame that claims to come from the world heart.
How fascinating. Even if the term demon seems to lack precision. Nonetheless, I must confess that in spite of my vast knowledge, I have no idea what this entity really is. At last, something interesting. I was almost dying of boredom. I suspect that exploring what's inside you will probably be quite exciting. No, don't speak. I'm coming with you. I can't wait to find out more about your case.
I can't have you tagging along with me right now. I have something to do in the city. Wait for me back at the camp. We'll talk about what we think you and I are later on.
Yes, I've seen where your camp is. Actually, it's quite surprising the Deadwalkers haven't noticed it yet. However, I suspect my unannounced arrival might pose a slight problem for your brothers in arms.
Yeah, I guess with your face, they might not welcome you with open arms. Just tell them I sent you, and try to behave.
Very well. Do you know your way into the city? There's a hidden entrance not far from here. I'll show you where it is on your map.
Thanks.
Beleza, agora a gente tem mais um aliado. O Mataraz. como é que pronuncia? Matras. Sei lá. Tá, que agora eu tô confuso. Como isso aqui? Vamos aqui. Pelo menos esse aí eu pego. O cara não volta, esse miserável? Tem que ir lá ajudar. Vamos lá, meu. Aquele ali eu sei que não vai morrer. Olha esse príncipe bocó. Ele é muito afobado. Ele é muito afoito. E tem dois daqueles miseráveis lá. Agora eu me afoguei. Pronto, cara. Não sei não. Lá tem uma porta, ó. Tá vacilando, bichão. Tá vacilando, bichão. Me pegou ainda. Tá beleza. Olha a quantidade de vida que diminuiu. Diminuiu muita coisa. Eu peguei tudo as coisas antes. Acho que sim, né? Iracarautas de abaixo.
This city is an open grave.
What have they done to my city? A curse upon them all!
We'll be lucky if we find any survivors.
Tá. Beleza, galera. Daqui a gente continua no próximo episódio. Eu vou voltar aqui, ó. Vamos voltar aqui. Aí no próximo, a gente só entra aí. A gente continua daqui e aí a gente entra. Beleza? Vamos lá, só esperar carregar. E vamos que vamos. Tá muito massa, né? Tá muito massa, nossa. Essa gameplay aqui. É isso aí. No próximo já começa aumentando o level. Então, galera, espero que tenham gostado. Deixa aquele gostei no vídeo para dar aquela força. Valeu e até o próximo vídeo. Um forte abraço.